A relatively recent phenomenon in the Twitch and YouTube spheres has been the advent of VTubers, or virtual YouTubers. They're animated characters that take the place of a face cam on a stream or YouTube video. And it picked up so quickly that many artists who create custom models are booked solid for commissions for months. Prior to the past few months though, VTubers as we know them now were few and far between, with the most popular ones almost exclusively being created by agencies based out of Japan. But the first big name to get on the train has been Pokimane, with the reveal of her new VTuber model, and she was crucified for her decision by members of the VTuber community. I'm here to tell you, however, that VTubers are here to stay, and it's not a matter of somebody wanting to chase clout or jump on the hype train that makes someone start using a virtual model. Some of the more common criticisms of these VTubers are that it removes the human aspect of content creation by substituting an animated character for a real person, and that the models are often overly sexualized and put too much focus on cutesy, childlike behavior. Now, these are pretty much valid for the traditional VTubers we saw coming out of Japan, where the creator's anonymous and takes on a completely different character while creating content. But if what Pokimane is saying is to be believed, what she is doing could be a sign of a new wave in VTuber culture, and it may not even be able to be called being a VTuber in the first place. Depending on how you define it, a VTuber could either be just someone who uses an animated avatar in place of a webcam, or a more strict definition could refer to a VTuber as an anonymous channel manager, creating a wholly new character, and masquerading as that character while creating content. We've seen plenty of variations on each of these definitions in the past, with streamers like TheOneManny using face rig to replace himself with a Shiba Inu wearing a headset, and DrDisrespect creating the entire Doc persona for his streams, but without having the animated model to be considered a VTuber. The point here is that things likely won't change in any meaningful way if more and more streamers and YouTubers begin using animated models, unless they go all in and create new channels to become a character reminiscent of something like HoloLive's VTubers. To address the criticism revolving around these animated models removing the human aspect of a streamer video, do they really? There are plenty of successful streamers who don't use facecam at all, and their humanity shines through in their personality. People like Lyric and Greyfruit have managed to become successful without regularly showing their faces on streams, and people don't say that their streams are lacking a human element. These animated webcam placeholders are effectively going to be another part of a streamer's layout, not the focus, the same way that a webcam is for the streamers who use them. If someone chooses to watch a stream because of how the streamer looks, that's on them, not on the streamer. This brings us back to Pokimane. For years, she's been accused of only getting viewers because she's attractive, and a VTuber model could actually provide some reprieve from these claims. Choosing to do a stream with an animated model rather than her own looks can help reduce some of the harassment. And in the past, she has even said she doesn't always want to have the webcam on, but didn't really have a replacement. Ultimately, using a model and not changing the content at all could actually make a streamer seem more human, as it will allow their personality to shine through without any sort of external bias from their looks. The reason that many existing VTubers seem to be inhuman is because that's the character they're playing. HoloLive VTubers in particular go through auditions, rehearsals, and classes to learn how to best portray their character. And when you're trying to be an AI or a cutesy fox girl, it's not meant to seem human. These quote-unquote traditional VTubers have also been criticized for being overly childish while simultaneously sexualized. These characters coming out of Japan is a large part of that, as there's a lot of focus on the anime-ish cutesy style while also recognizing that sex sells. Again, if mainstream streamers and YouTubers begin to use custom models, this won't be an issue, because hopefully the models will be based off of the actual person using the model. Real people on Twitch have been banned for sexual content, and if anything crosses the line, we can only hope that Twitch will hold the same standards for their virtual models. As time goes on, we'll be able to see the effects that these virtual models have on Twitch more clearly. But based on what we've seen in the past, the choice to use a VTuber model over a webcam won't be making or breaking any channels. Just like the rest of the layout, these models are a stylistic choice for most streamers. Nobody's going to a specific channel exclusively because their webcam looks super nice, or they have little animations going on at all times. They're just bonuses that make already good content stand out a little more. Nobody will be stealing viewers from the VTuber community because they have a similarly styled model, just like how VTubers don't steal viewers from people who use webcams just because people want to look at an anime character with games happening in the background. Like always, it will remain to be about the quality of content and the personality of the streamer that creates a viewer base. With that though, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you later.